Hello everyone. Welcome back to our second match of the night for TOUHOU Project Mania, TOUHOU Mania Cup. We are in our loser bracket for the semifinals, and we have Bucket, 1217 God, Scream here versus Girls Band Cry. I had the pleasure of commentating for Team Bucket here a few weeks ago. Very good players, but I believe I was still in the losers bracket, if I'm correct. And we also have Girls Band Cry. These teams are both very strong in their own right, with Bucket being seeded 6th and Girls Band Cry being seeded 15th. As I mentioned earlier, I'm not sure if any of you were watching for that last stream as well, but in tournaments like these, the seeding matters a lot more than in I guess some lower ranked tournaments, due to what's it called? I forgot the wording. Anyhow. Oh, and we have our second commentator here with us as well, which will be our very own Dynascape. Sure, a lot of you know him. Very well renowned in the OSU community. How's it going?
Going great. Thanks for the introduction, Dark Master. We've got yet another match ahead of us. Again, this one of the more wackier names in this tournament with Bucket 1217 God Scream against Girls Band Cry, but this one being actually a losers bracket match this time around. So this is very much so a do or die situation. We do have the protects first of foremost coming out with Team Red wanting to protect LN. So shades of what we saw in that last match, where the higher seeded team wants to go for LNs and hybrids. It's kind of let the lower seeded team pick into the rice. So we're gonna have to see how that works out for Girl Band Cry. Maybe they can change their fate and pull off an upset. And it seems like they want to protect Rice One, so a speed map is what we're gonna see from them, and banning out a hybrid, whereas Team Red with an LN1 protect, but an LNX ban. So very interesting plan for Team Red. Not too often you see an LN protect and ban from a team ever.
Yeah, they must be very confident in their LN skills here. So maybe we'll see some. Oh, they're actually also starting off with LN here. So this team, I believe, should be very confident with their LN skills, and maybe we'll see some what's it called? Some amazing performances here from Team Red.
Yeah, I mean, with just the protect bans and picks coming out, we already see 3 of the 4 LNs represented, with LN-X banned, LN1 protected, and LN2 chosen. So, I mean, if Team Red want to continue down that route of picking LNs and hybrids, they've kind of neutered themselves in that sense. But, obviously we don't really know what's going on all behind the scenes for them. Maybe they just really do not like that map and feel confident going against Rice, against Girls Band Cries. So, with that all being said, the lineup for fucking 1217 God Scream is going to be Veloce and Shice. Girls Band Cry going to field Persol Tree and Leung Fan Fan.
Yeah, this is one of the harder maps we have here, around 5.6 stars, and should be quite a formidable intro map for our players here. But we're gonna sink in and see how it goes.
Everyone with a very good performance. Veloz with a crazy accuracy to start. Even though it was quite slow, getting a 99.9 on this is very difficult to start off with in your first 400 combo regardless. And Chess is lacking a bit when it comes to the LN accuracy currently, but it's enough for Team Red to have these slice of advantages until Shice falls in one of the more coordination heavier sections.
Yeah, that's gonna bring over the point lead to Girls Band Cry here. Kind of running away with it at 5,000 points now. But at any moment now, She's could come back up and the score could even out. However, we're only in the first quarter, so anything could happen here.
Yeah, a bit of a break. You have some of these weirder holds, a bit of coordination involved, and then we get back into the mix, and Team Red still has very much so a fighting chance. This is one of the longer maps, 3 minutes long, and we're not even halfway through, so definitely a lot of chances for either Team Blue to miss or drop in terms of accuracy, because as we've seen so far, things are pretty close between all four of them. So I think Team Red has been making a bit of some leeway, some inroads in terms of Team Blue's lead, but we're gonna have to see how they do as the map goes on and kind of you start to run out of stamina.
Yeah, I guess some of the overall accuracies on Blue Team here have kind of dropped a little as the map progresses. Kind of an interlude we have here. Shisei steadily climbing back up, with Veloce still keeping up the dominance and accuracy at the moment, just above Parasol Tree.
Yeah, and we're finally getting into that last section. This is the most dense, I would say. This is the most intense, and it's really up to Team Red to lock in that accuracy. Can't really afford any more 200s or combo rushes on the side of Shice, whereas Team Red, they need to hold strong. I think they should be fine keeping their accuracies as is. It's just they cannot miss at all in these last couple of measures.
Gonna close out the map here any moment now. Intensity has not died down at the ending portion. The score cap has been closed a little, going down from 5,000 to 3,000. As we end the map here, we have Girls Band Cry taking the first point here.
Yeah, very, very well done by Team Blue to stave off Team Red's first pick. So getting that breakpoint is essential for Team Blue and going their game plan for it. I think they should feel a lot more confident in some of these LN picks. And Team Red should really go back to the drawing board and think about what they want to pick next. Again, they did ban in LN, so there's not too much left in that situation. Only 2 maps of LN 1 and 3. Team Blue's going to go ahead and choose Rice 1. I believe this was their Protect. So we're going to see a bit of speed in this match.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting pick for Team Red here, considering they went for kind of an all-in on LNs here. So we have a team member swap on Girls Band Cry here, with Namia coming in for our kind of our speedier map.
Yeah, and on the side of Team Red, we are going to see Kasri come in, formerly known, I think, more as Yukum. Very, very much so the Team Taiwan MWC team. A lot of the stars there because we have Los, Kasri, Shice, and Thinking about it now, Veloz and Shice actually participated in 4DM for 2023. So, honestly, for both of them, is such a meteoric rise. Very glad to see them get this far in an open rank tournament such as this. Not to see if they have what it takes to go even further. As we start off this map, a bit of a discrepancy in accuracy, especially with Namia coming in. It did take a couple 300s, but they were looking very solid with a 99.99 for a large portion of it.
Well, having a rougher start here with the accuracy at 87 right now, dropping down a little more, while Namia also drops down sub 90 with Parasol Tree following up here, putting Kestri in the lead for accuracy now.
Yeah, you're kind of in that weirder position where on Team Red you have the players in first and fourth position. On Team Blue you have the players second and third in terms of accuracy. And actually a very big accuracy drop from Kestri means that Ghostband Cry is going to have a larger lead now. And we passed by that very interesting inside two-hand trill. And I think Kestri had actually missed on either that pattern specifically or the pattern before that. So now things are looking very, very good for Team Blue. As we get into this big stream section, it's very, very tough to get by. And Veloz is going to drop right at the end as those snaps tighten up. So 2 misses on the side of Team Red. No FCs left in order for them. At this point in the stage, you are going to need a big drop from one player or a double drop from the players of Girls Band Cry. And with how things are going, 99.8 is kind of at that point where you're very comfortable playing through a map. So don't really expect that to be happening too often to players like this.
Yeah, there's not much that our red team can do now, especially in this ending portion of the map with a nearly 20,000 score lead. They're kind of taking those drops and just running with it at the moment.
Yeah, they're definitely running with it all the way to the bank as this map closes out. Parasol Tree gonna have that 9-9. I believe they almost got to 6. Let's see here. 9-9. Oh, very close to 9-9-6. And then Namia very close to 9-9-5 as well. Beautiful scores regardless for Team Red. Especially that MA on Kestri. 160. 300s being on anyone else in the lobby. It's just those misses and the bad judgments as well did pile up, and even the 200s very much so. 3 each for the side of Team Red, whereas Parasol Tree gets that beautiful V1SS. Only 2 200s picked up from Namia, and now things are looking really good for Team Blue. You come in here as the underdog and you think, at least in some situations you might think that you don't have a fighting chance, but Girls Band Cry definitely have the confidence backing them. And Team Red gonna go ahead and pick Rice 3. We saw this in the last match that was just played. This is the jump stream map, and we saw a lot of people uncomfortable on this throughout this weekend, I believe, where the patterning in this is just really, really difficult to keep up for the amount of time that this map is.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing a major, kind of somewhat of an upset, I'd say, from Girls Band Cry here, with them picking out the points in the earlier parts of the map, and maybe Team Bucket can bring it back here with this pretty heavy jump stream map.
Yeah, I think the player to really watch is probably Kestri when it comes to accuracy maps like this, in straightforward Rice plays. So definitely one to keep an eye out on. And for the other 3, the name of the game is definitely, first and foremost, not to miss, but with an OD of 8.5 on a semifinals level map. Very much so, you're going to be looking at trying to minimize the amount of 200s that you're taking as well, because again, the patterning is hard enough where if you break focus for even the slightest split of a second, you can take a couple 200s.
Yeah, we're back at this awkward position with first and fourth on one team and the other mid-ranked players in terms of accuracy, as you previously said. But it seems that Kesri's accuracy... Oh, and Kesri's dropped some just now with them kind of going back to neck and neck here.
Yeah, I think things basically at an equilibrium. Nami and Kesri very much tied, and Veloz slightly behind Persolchi by the smallest of margins. It's probably, when it all evens out, like 100-point difference. But we get into this transition into this next jump stream section, and we're gonna have to see how these players do, especially with the chords coming in, some of the quads as well. This patterning is no joke. It's not straightforward at all, and it takes a lot of physical skill. We passed by these split trills, and it seems like everyone got by it just fine. I know someone missed on Team Blue in the last match, so good to see there's only one more split trill section like that at the end. But I mean, look at the accuracies, Dark Master. How close are all four of these players?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not even sure how the scores are going back and forth right now, with everyone being even right now, and Namiak just having that 99.9 accuracy at the moment. Maybe you should... Oh, and Namiak actually missing in this interlude section. What the hell?
Just the most unfortunate timing. I don't even think you could call an LN jump scare for them. When I was going through this map, I was thinking, you know, it'd be really funny if someone missed during the LNs, but to the degree that Namiya missed is quite insane, especially since we were like midway through the LN section, so it wasn't really a surprise for them. It's just, I don't know, slip of the finger, slip of the mind, something must have happened in order for Girls Brand Cry to drop like that, and Team Red is really gonna take that advantage and really just take it for what it is, really. They were getting beat out slightly by accuracy. Anything could have happened at the last section, but what had happened was a miss on the right side of the screen. So with Namiya missing again, I think it is completely deuces for Team Red. I think the split drill section is coming up, a couple rolls coming in as well. So Veloz, actually a big chain miss. I don't think it's gonna be enough though. Final split drills and the map is over. Team Red sweating buckets as Veloz took, I think, 3 very clean misses, but Namiya with 2 misses in 2 separate sections definitely did not help them at all. So Team Red getting by the slightest of margins, and probably should be thanking the stars.
Yeah, that was an insane match we just had. Nami's just random miss with Veloce's chaining right at the end there.
So Girls Band Cry up to pick. Team Red defending their own pick. And Team Blue still has... Actually, they don't have their Protect anymore. That was their first pick of the match. They still have a variety of choices in the Rice section, however. Got a Rice 2, Rice 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, you know, a good variety. You have some tech picks, you have the mixed pick, you have some straightforwardness in Rice 2 and 4. There's a lot of things you can kind of diverge into if you're Team Blue. And honestly, with how the match has been going so far, I think you should probably feel fine overall for Rice picks in general, because thinking about it now, I think if everyone had FC'd, I think it would have been a slight Team Blue win just based off of the 300s alone. And Team Blue gonna go ahead and pick Rice 5. That is gonna be No Life Queen, and gonna see a bit of a variety in patternings with speedier jacks with some streams in between. So I kind of like this one because not only did they win on Rice 1 by a good margin, so you know they are going to be looking good with the faster streams. If they are able to win on this, I think they should feel confident going into Rice 4 because of the majority jack section that is in this map.
Yeah, we should be getting into this any moment now. I think this should be play out fairly well for Girls Band Cry here, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Lots of doubles to hold through, lots of jumping anchors, and as we finally get into the streams, we do see a smallest bit of a lead for Team Red, but that doesn't mean too much as the map is just starting, and I think mainly as maps go on, Team Red has been seemingly slacking a little bit when it comes to accuracy, so expect some definite drops in terms of 300s and some 200s in the future for Team Red. Team Blue really just needs to keep that consistency that has been a big boon for them in these first couple of maps.
Yeah, as we really get into the intensity of this map here, we have kind of blue team kind of falling down in the accuracy department a little bit, with them in the just barely sub 90 at the moment. With Kesri actually just falling down a ton right now. I'm not even sure what happened there.
Yeah, it took a lot of late 200s in the jack section. I think they kind of choked the pattern a little, and it's gonna show. Like I said, Team Red slipping a bit in terms of accuracy, and even though Veloz is #1 in terms of scoring at the moment, what matters more is that Personal Tree and Namia, they've maybe taken like 1 or 2 200s in total between both of them. So Girls Band Cry, smallest lead for now, but there's only a fourth of the map left, so I don't think that Team Red can really take it through accuracy. They are probably going to need something to happen on the side of Team Blue.
No, I don't even know what happened with Kesri there. He didn't miss. Everyone still has a full combo, but he just fell down a ton. With be giving, I think, blue team the win here.
Yeah, speaking of falling, Kesri actually breaking quite a bit as you say that, and you look at the scores, everyone with a V1 SS, but just a disastrous performance, unfortunately, from Kesri. 7 200s, 6 100s of 50, and even picking up a miss at the end as well, just to add insult to injury in the last 150 notes. So just looking at the ratios, if it were a clean run from Kesri, it probably would have been a win for Team Red, but yet again, the consistency shines through for Team Blue, and Girls Band Cry picking up yet another one of their picks, going up 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even notice Kesri missing right at the end there. I wasn't really looking, but yeah, that was quite the unlucky part for them. But that'll be the third point for Girls Band Cry here, with Red Team finally, or I guess dipping into their second LN map here.
Yeah, they're second of only 3 available, and I want to say that this was their protect, so only on 3 is left for them, and that's more of a shield map, so it's a bit unlike the last LM map and this LM map that we'll see here. This one is more coordination focused, and if you're watching that last match, you'll see that if you are not a very, very proficient LN player, This map will 100% trip you up. You'll either take up late 200s or you'll fail on the coordination that is necessary for this map. So, especially with this being 3 minutes, it's very much a consistency test. And from what I've seen so far on Team Red, they're a bit shaky at the moment. I do think that they can clean it up, and overall the accuracies from all 4 of these players are pretty tight when it comes to LN. So it should be a very, very close match decided on these small little faults that players pick up throughout the map.
Rough is sharp for everyone here, as you mentioned with the accuracy, or I guess the coordination. Everyone is not doing too hot at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, on a map like this, where it's so coordination release focused, you do have to expect lower accuracies from all 4 players compared to straightforward Rice picks. All things considered, 99.7, very good. Veloz and Shice having a slight bit of an upper hand, and especially with Parasol Tree missing. It is traded back by Shice, though I don't know whose was cleaner. I believe it was Parasol Tree, so things kind of at a standstill for now. I would say that overall it was an even trade.
Shise's kind of... he dropped earlier, which with our kind of our blue team members also dropping with Parasol Tree being dropped earlier. Also dropped in accuracy for both of them, giving Team Bucket the lead here, just barely.
Yeah, I mean that second drop from Shice really wasn't what Team Red needed to happen. Thankfully, we're only halfway through the map, but definitely as we get into the second chorus, things could shake up here. Team Blue has done well despite the misses from Parasol Tree, and wow, Shice and Liang Fan missing at the exact same time at the same section, so both of their accuracies are evened up. I don't know who that miss or what those misses would have favored, though. I think overall, Team Red is looking pretty good. If they can just keep the accuracy, they do have a bit of an advantage there. But with the miss advantage that Team Blue is holding, they do have 4,000 points over their heads. So it's a bit scary for both teams at this point.
Right. Only full combo moments below Che, who subsequently has the highest accuracy at the moment. Really good, actually, at 99.73. But those misses from Shisei, as you mentioned, can't be very good for Red Team here.
They're trying to claw back as much as they can in terms of accuracy. They've brought it from 4,000 to 2,000. What needs to happen is a little bit of magic in these last couple of sections, and it could be happening. I mean, it's gone to 3 digits now, and there's still a bit of map left. A lot of release heavy sections, and Liang Fan has been slacking a bit when it comes to that. Last couple of notes, and somehow Team Red squeezes it out of them. I don't know how they did it at all, but just a Herculean performance, especially coming from Veloz at the end to secure this victory. I mean, you look at all 3 other players, and it was so close between them. 974, 980, 984, and above all of them, Veloz with 5 200s, getting a 991. Very well-earned victory, and very much so in part from Veloz. So Team Red, Bucket, 1217 God, Scream, shouting out in victory as they get their second point and keep this match decently competitive. 2-3 now. Girls Band Cry up to choose. As we've been saying, a lot of Rice maps available for them for Team Red. Things are drying out. No more LN picks except for LN3. And of course the hybrids, so they're gonna have to find wins in other ways as the match goes on.
Yeah, that was an insane comeback from the red team here. Just barely making it out with the lead there.
Girls Band and Cry coming out with a Rice 6 pick. Very finesse focused, very very funny. I guess mixed Rice pick. It's a bit techie as well, but I would say very choky. So definitely watch out for any misses because as we've seen here in this map pool, some of these players are struggling. Not a lot of FCs compared to non-FCs. I think it's like a 50% FC ratio between all the players so far. So I don't expect a four-way FC, especially on a map like this. But if it happens, we'll just have to see who has the better Rice accuracy. And with Kessery, I think things could be sided over to Team Red.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe I've seen this map yet, so it should be a little interesting for me to kind of blind commentate. As far as I know, this is I think the lowest rated map in this pool, if I'm correct.
I think you're right as well, but definitely don't let that deceive you. As we get into the bulk of things, you'll see why many, it's underrated in terms of star rating. The main focus on this map are quick bursts after a chord. So I guess there's a bit of a speed jack factor in here, but there's also a weird amount of finesse that you have to have because these patterns over here, what's showing up, that is what can really make or break a run. Definitely, when I think of choking a map or a pattern, these are the ones that come to mind. And Parasol Tree actually showing it here as they take an early miss.
Yeah, we're kind of having a rougher start here for Parasol Tree, with him being in the kind of 60s range at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, some of these bursts are just nasty. To do it after a 3-column chord is very evil. I can see why they put it in semifinals. It's I wouldn't even say it's very physically demanding. It's just so choky. And oh my lord, Parasol Tree taking their hands off the keyboard for a split second as they missed probably something to the tune of 10 notes, going down to 98.4. Veloz did the same as well, but only for 1 note, as Team Red has a very big advantage here.
Yeah, they're just taking that and running with it. I'm not even sure what happened to Parasol here. Fortunately, I'm not even sure anything can bring it back here for blue team here. That'll just be the win for Team Bucket.
Bit of a slowdown here, but unfortunately it is the last part of the map, so especially with Parasol Tree's unfortunate drops, this is going to be Team Red taking the point, unless Kessery or Veloz trade it in kind and take their hands off the keyboard, but I don't see that happening, especially with the last patterns involved. And so Team Red tying it up 3-3. They've choked a couple maps, I would say, against Girls Band Cry, and they've definitely gotten it back. So you got 19 misses from Parasol Tree. No one with a V1 SS. This is definitely a toughie of a map. No one with really a clean run through. But what matters most is that Team Red tied it up. They get their point back. They get their pick. And it's basically at equilibrium now. It's essentially a first to 3 best of 5, and you get at least Team Red will get 2 picks guaranteed if they're able to take this one. So definitely in the in I would say in the lead, especially with having that pick advantage in a best of five.
I wonder what Team Bucket will go here now. If they've evened out the what's it called? The scores here.
Yeah, I mean, Bucket hasn't been doing super well on the LNs. They definitely have a better shot compared to Team Blue. They have that smaller advantage, but I don't know if it's enough to want to solidly go for LN3 off rip. And no, they're gonna go for Rice X. That is going to be essentially what is Rice 763. Heras we go H53, and this is a breakcore-ish song, so you can probably guess what that entails. It's gonna be very
Ah,
techy, lots of weird speed jacks, split trills, roll burst, all of that good stuff.
you can already hear how fun this will be for everyone involved here. Mapped by actually Scoliosis, who is playing this tournament. Not sure. I think they've gotten out actually, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and so wow, actually, both all players starting in, no real switches from anyone. They are very much so ready. Doesn't make sense because you are going from rice to rice, but to see them ready up so quickly means that they are just that much hungrier for a win. And a shaky start for Parasol Tree, but I mean, with the patternings that you're gonna see in this map, this smaller section is very welcome because we start off and it's already, you can see quick jacks, weirder snaps with funkier stream patterns, lots of quads involved, lots of meaner flam sections, and it's a lot to go through.
I have no idea what I'm looking at here.
I feel like that's
This is
pretty much how a lot of breakcore songs go when you're mapping Total Rice for it.
it's definitely a map here with kind of blue taking the lead here. Oh, actually, because Kesri dropped just now. I'm not sure why they had such a huge gap, but Kesri missed right at the small break they had there.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely some chances to make up for it, but as they go through those rolls, unfortunately, they are going to drop again. So getting caught out in the transitions between these different rice sections is definitely not what you want to do. And definitely some of these swaps are faster. Sometimes you go from jacks to streams, or sometimes you have these weirder split trills or two-hand trills into rolls. And with these one and two-hand trills, thankfully everyone picks it up. But obviously everyone's accuracy is looking a little bit weaker on a map like this. This is Rice X for a reason.
I mean, kind of a little interlude here with just a regular trumpety portion. Not much going on, but we're gonna get back into it any moment now.
Yeah, Namiya getting back up to that combo cap, so any damage that was done with their miss has been fine and repaired. It's just this smaller ending. There's a lot of jacks and very isolated, funny rice sections, but I mean, Girls Man Cry gonna come away with it on Team Red's pick. And looking at the scores, it's quite unfortunate overall. Kesri and Veloz have better 200 or better 300s, but definitely the 200s and the misses on Kesri's side did not help at all. So Team Red unfortunately gonna fall victim to the combo game a little bit, but Team Blue now in a good position where they can win their pick. They are guaranteed at least tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a map to behold there.
Kind of tough if I were in Girls Band Cry's position, because honestly, how this match has been going, yeah. I mean, I was gonna say LN3 could definitely be a possibility. So far, the Rice and the LN picks have been pretty split. No matter who's been picking them, there's been a couple breakpoints for Team Red. I think they took up Cross Commander Circuit from Girls Band Cry, and Girls Band Cry took Lunatic Princess from Team Red. So them going LN3, even though their game plan seemed to very much so be Rice, is such a good mid-set switch in mindset, and I kind of had to applaud that acceptance to be malleable in your game plan with how things are going. Not too often do you see Rice teams pick an LN even after winning, you know, an LN or two off of the LN team. So it definitely seems risky, but I'll give Girls Band Cry the confidence at least. They have a really cool pick here.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting play here from everyone around. So I think getting into it, if Team Bucket can bring it back here, we might get into a tiebreaker here.
Definitely within that realm of possibility, and it is LN again, so you know, it could be anyone's game. Thing is, this is a Shield LN, so there's definitely a bit more physicality involved than what you'll see in a lot of other LN picks, and it's very much so unlike any other LN pick in the pool. So totally different skill set, even within the realms of the long notes. And Girls Band Cry, pretty decent lead at the start in terms of accuracy.
Yeah, but you see Kestri has Mirror on at the moment, so this could be a winning factor maybe for Red Team here, but we've only just entered the map. So as we get into this LN, we're gonna, or I guess LN map, or actually I just noticed Leland Fen also has Mirror on. So actually, wait, hold on. Veloce missed. I didn't realize.
Yeah, they did pick up a miss right at the end of that smaller section, and Kestri actually with a bit of coordination. It was a slower section. He didn't have too many things going on, but he had a couple of trickier holds. I think he missed on column 3 or 4, and yeah, double miss from Team Red. Team Blue is in a very good position. Kestri is going to back up to combo cap, and as we assess the damage, it does seem like 9,000 points is in favor of Team Blue at the moment.
Yeah, nothing drastic happening from Blue Team here, as they both keep their full combos while Red Team... Oh, and Red Team just picks up another miss here, giving Blue Team just a bigger lead now into the second half of the map here.
Yeah, I want to say Kestri dropped again on a column 2 shield, and yet again, these shields really not working out well for Kestri, as Parasol Tree, top of the leaderboard right now, very good accuracy, and although Liang Fan does have a slower act than Veloce, they do have the FC, which is more important. With about a third of the map left, closing in on a fourth, seems like Team Blue in prime position to get to that match point.
Yeah, the lead just keeps getting bigger with Kestri picking up another miss right at the end. And then you just misses again. Yeah, unfortunately, Liang Fen actually just missed now. Kind of similar timings. Right? Kestri misses again. This ending portion seems to be kind of killing the players over here, with the lead being bigger and bigger as Kestri keeps missing. Unfortunately, the lead wasn't as, and he misses right at the end again. Picked up a big chain of misses there.
Oh yeah, I mean, blow after blow after blow dealt to both players on Team Red's side. Unfortunately for Velocis, it was pretty early, but Kesri, for even worse for them, it was just constant misses, especially on the shields, and definitely when the shield representation got denser, you saw that they missed. Their first miss actually was a coordination problem, but then after that, it was more of a physicality slash coordination problem and not being able to hit these denser shields. So pretty convincing win for Team Blue. I've got to applaud both of the players there for putting up some great scores, especially Parasol Tree. I think they ended with something crazy. And so earning that point definitely solidifies them into having a tiebreaker. Them being at match point, they still have some leeway where they can, I guess, lose on Team Reds, but still have your pick. And speaking of picks, what do Team Red want to go for? There's not too many maps left in the pool, but they are going to say Rice 4 is the play. And gonna have to see how that goes. This is Jack map, so similar to how Rice 5 went, it could be pretty good for them, but time will tell.
This, oh yeah, Doom Tempo. We played this earlier in the, what's it called? Played this in the last match as well. It's kind of an interesting map here. So I wonder how Red Team will fare.
Yeah, I mean it's a toughie. I think we saw in that last match where it was Gravity Coil versus Kodan. I think I want to say it was uh, either Poke Ray or Diesel. Someone on Gravity Coil took a big chain miss slash chain combo rush. So if players like that are not too consistent on 150 Jack, uh, definitely scary for these players too because these guys are more new, definitely more new blood. As I said before, a lot of this team on Team Red is either Taiwan MWC slash former 4DM, and then Girls Band Cry are, definitely up and coming names in the Chinese scene, or very high ranking players when it comes to open rank tournaments for them. So it's kind of scary to think about how top tier players can miss on this, and then you look at how these guys are doing, and it feels like any step that they do could could lead to their fall on their team. So for Girls Red Cry, at least they have that cushion, but Team Red they don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's Red Team's really picking it up here with them in the high 90s at the moment, and Girls Band Cry kind of falling behind a little here.
Yeah, great accuracy lead from Team Red so far. Velos and Kesri doing well. Very, very confident on this map. But I think the real test starts now as we get into this last section. Bit of an intro, and then you'll see a lot more longer anchors and a bit of an uptune in terms of density. So here is where the real meat is, and here is where it can make you or break your run. This is the hardest part of the map, and it's shown by Namiya missing. So Team Red breathes a sigh of relief as they can see the rest of the set. 14,000 points, and they've gone through hell and back to try to get to this position, and they are going to earn yet another win as it is quite a small ending. And wow, 15,000 points is probably the largest actual win that we've seen in quite a while, aside from that one map where Parasol Tree took 19 misses. But all things considered, 51 300s from Kesri is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's kind of a Yeah, as you said, kind of the bigger lead we had here, other than I think was it Parasol kind of just dropping his hands off the keyboard.
Yeah. So now we finally get into the last general pick of the pool before we could maybe delve into the tiebreaker, and that is Girls Band Cry picking Hybrid 1. That LN3 Gambit worked out well for them, so we're gonna have to see how LN1 is for them. We saw it before in Gravity Clover's Choden, and so I think that this is probably a good play. Girls Band Cry has been more consistent than Team Red overall, and I think that this map demands some sort of consistency.
Yeah, this is a very potential tiebreaker map we have here. With this hybrid map we just got into, I believe, was this what's it called? Was this Blue Team's Protect?
This was not actually. I think Rice 1 was Blue Team's Protect, and then LN1 for Team Red.
Okay, yeah, it should be this. This would be a very tense match for both sides here. Kessry kind of opening up a little weaker. Like, both players on red team kind of rough with a rough start here as they pick up. Oh,
Surely that's Bancho miss, right?
Ancha. Oh.
Oh? Oh, here we go. There we go.
Oh,
I love the
okay,
oohs and
okay.
ahs as we try to figure out if it's a Bancho miss or not, but nope. Just the client trying to trick us, and 4-way FC for all players. It's just that it seems like Team Red has a bit of a dip in accuracy, which is leading to Girls Band Cry having a smaller lead, not too much. Definitely when you get into these more intense guitar sections, you'll see accuracies drop a little bit, whether it be through rougher Rice patternings or quicker LN, I guess, sections. So keep an eye out for that as the map goes on.
Blue team kind of picking up a lead here as Kessry drops a little lower. Liang Fenfan keeping his accuracy up at the moment.
Yeah, definitely a big reason as to why they have that smaller bit of lead. Fan and Veloz currently tied, but Parasol Tree with a slight edge over Kessry. Kessry known for really good Rice acts, so as the Rice sections come through, definitely they'll try to push their advantages as much as possible, but with these LN sections, it could be a bit tough, and I think this map leans a little bit more towards Rice. It's just I don't know if there's enough for Team Red to very much so swing it in their favor by a large margin, and out of a denser LN section, you see both players from Team Red drop just a little bit, and back the lead goes to Team Blue.
This is actually an insane match we have right now. It's really, really close with Parasol Tree having us just... Oh, Veloce missed! Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That is not good at all, especially considering this is the last section. Someone from Girls Band Cry needs to miss, but no, it does not happen. And because of that final fall, unfortunately, Bucket 1217 Godscream does not complete the comeback, and we do not see the tiebreaker. Well played, very much so, to Girls Band Cry, especially pulling off an upset like this. But wow, what a close match this was.
Insane match we had there. I didn't know who was gonna win there until Veloce just dropped.
Yeah, it was absolutely neck and neck. Both teams, honestly, very representative of the set as a whole. Both teams it was scrappy for the entirety of it. Very close together for a lot of the maps. So once again, well played to Girls Band Cry. They're gonna see the light of day and move on in the losers bracket. And unfortunately for Bucket 1217 God Scream, they are gonna bow out in the semifinals conditionals. So well played to them. Hope to see more of them in the future because they put up some really cool scores. That is going to be it for this match, but we do have one more coming up. We'll take a little break, but match in 5 minutes, and this one you do not want to miss at all. It is Mahjong Soul Official versus Girlfriend ASMR, Seed 1 versus Seed 2, second to last match of the weekend, and I mean, it's Seed 1 versus Seed 2. You cannot miss out.